Welcome to episode number 4 of his Striker Saints Relocation franchise series, and today it is the 4th of July. Next episode, home run derby, and they're all-star game. The all-star voting. The only people that we have a chance is Rogers. You might think, then where in the world did Rogers come from? Yeah, I traded for him. I know, like, why do you want to trade for another closer? But I mean, he's an 88, B potential. I thought I didn't realize he had a fastball, but apparently he doesn't. He has a center, slider, and curveball. We have him for one more year, or under contract. And really, he's arbitration eligible, so. But he's not free agent until 2023. I mean, that's bullpen right now. It's -5 for Florida. Stats Florida, close to home. He's in Colorado, which is kind of far. I'm not sure what the distance would have been from Minnesota to Colorado. I'm not sure. But you can see, he has 21 saves. I believe one of them with the Twins, one with the Snakes, 20 with the Twins. And then he had 30 in 2019, 2, and then before that, he was in the closer. I guess he doesn't sit. Then they still have, I'm not sure, but this series 1-0, the 31 appearances. And before that, then he was 21 appearances, 20 saves, 1 win. But now here he is, we're using him now. As he is on the, and we have Nick Anderson, who's our closer, is 1-3 with 35 saves, 5 blown saves, and we have him for one more year, but he's still not arbitration eligible in the next year, 2022, and then 2025 is. And he expects bullpen, but he's actually the closer, and he's from Minnesota. But then really, there's no one else. Not even. I mean, Shoei's third here. Probably has to be second to have a chance. And then really, I don't see any. Well, Sano's way down here in 5th, and we do have Sano. Well, I think you already knew that. And then we have Rosario in 3rd, but I mean, and then really, I mean, it's a lot. But you guarantee one player. I'm thinking it's probably only Rogers and probably Ant. So 2 pitchers, which is not ideal. But leaders, I think. I'm not sure. We got a home run. The top 4 range. We have Eddie Rosario tied for 5th, and to be 4th, he only needs 1 more home run, and I think we have 7 games left before the All-Star break, and that's the closest guy. So now it's 20, and I think he only needs and the thing is, Olsen probably did something. I'm not sure though. And most likely he'll did something. So basically, Rosario needs 2 or 3 to have a chance. He's tied for 5th. He has to become 4th. But he only needs 1 home run, but Olsen probably did a home run for the All-Star break. And then Sano, well, he probably needs 7, and they're 7 games. So, but they're definitely All-Star in the next episode because you're guaranteed 1 player. That's our I think you already know I have Kenta Maeda. Not sure why. I don't know why it's like that. Well, his weight's still 90. We don't have Charlie Morton on the Twins. Traded him. Ryan Yarbrough, Kenta Maeda in that trade, which is 6.5, 3 ERA. Yanni Chirinos, and then Jordan Belavovich. I think I said that right. Well, he has 2 starts. He has 2 starts. Well, no, 4 starts, and he's 0-0. So yeah, he can't. So I mean. Not free agent for a while. It's not sure. Unless this is not a full year, that's why. But it's like he was never in the majors or something because no stats before this. But his minor league option 3 for 3. So he was on a major league team. Not sure why. Yeah. I don't know. He's mad because he only didn't pay $90K, and yeah, he's failing. But he's. Expectations that be that's in the rotation because, and then we have Tyler Glasnow with a long relief. It's because you know that Brian McKay. Well, if you know over the Twins, sorry, if you know the Twins, as you can see, Morton's right there. He's actually in the lineup, not lineup. For some reason, I mean they have 3 long relievers: Bailey, Smeltzer, and then Hill. And I have Domnat. I need a 79. 7-2. Good job, Domnat. Brian McKay, if you look at his he's on a 9-year contract of 7.2 each year. I don't want really to have a 9-year contract with him. That's kind of insane for a 23-year-old to sign a 9-year contract. Well, I don't really want. I mean, I did if he was 33. Why would he sign that? Isn't. But really, I mean, it's like telling him he signed a 9. That's like too long for me. And Morton, I mean, he kind of was. I mean, his contract's $15 million. I kind of want to cut some salary right there, so that's why I basically did that. I'm not sure. I think Gonzalez. I'm not sure if you've seen Gonzalez, but I don't think so. Gonzalez traded from the Twins. Same never asked Astudillo. I did like, why are you trading for so many of these? But he's an 80 shortstop. If you go over to Twins, we technically did kind of. Well, there's Andre Johnson. Willie Adams. That's only 1 point. But Gonzalez, I mean, he's a good like utility player. So I mean, you know, I like that. You didn't see in the last game, but Rosario one. I know it was I forgot it was a pinch hit through a home run. So now it's Blake Snell versus Gerald Cotton, 6-6 versus 3-0, with 3.84 ERA for Snell and then 3.65 ERA for the Cubs. They're on 4th of July, 1:20 p.m. Central Time, MLB Network. And it looks like Indians would want a fan from Padres for Jordan Luplow, Domingo Santana, and Oliver Perez. $77.90 million in its final year. Okay. Let's play full day. The Snakes will be the gold controller and the Cubs will be the blue controller. We're second in the AL East, 55 and 35, but we're in a wild card spot. I forgot to show you that. Cubs 53 and 36, first in the NL Central. As we did to get their uniform, not us, but I assume we're wearing the new era stripes, stars and stripes hat. Oh, wrong controller. Nice custom uniform, new era, stars and stripes cap, home jersey, home pants. So let's do it. They were playing at Wrigley Field. Holds 41,690, 41,649. Opened in 1914. The challenge on MLB Network broadcast Clear Skies for 4th of July. Okay, he's only a 70. Hendricks is ready, but I'm gonna put him out. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put Hendricks. Oh, wrong one. Hendricks out there, so it's more even. 91 and 87. 91 overall for Snell. 87 overall for Hendricks. So it's a 6-6 versus 6-7 with mid-3 ERAs. As remember, the pitchers do bat, so as Rizzo's a leadoff man. Okay. So we have Martinez, who playing usually the DH. Rosario's not. Oh, I just like to. Gonzalez's energy like drained. Who else can play short? I just see Tan. Between Wendell, they only can play. Seriously, play a 66. No DH. I mean, Sano's and Gonzalez's energy down. I mean, we have a. I mean, I think Wendell can play third. But I want Sano in the lineup. The energy's really down. There's no DH, so. Renfroe, I'm gonna put Rosario in a spot. Rosario. I'm thinking to Rosario can play center field. G-Man choice. Man, sorry it's 9 minutes in the video, guys, so sorry about that. But yeah, no DH. Just worry about Sano and Gonzalez. His energy's like low. Oh, I forgot Astudillo to play third base. I know it's the 4th of July, but I mean, I don't want my guys to do it. Anyway, they might take him off the bench. Okay. So yeah, we do have some sits. I mean, we only have 160, and really Astudillo's a 74. So yeah. I'm gonna play a plan to for this game. By the way, we're on a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game winning streak. We're 7-1 in the last 10. I should show that logo right there. We are here at Wrigley Field in downtown Chicago. Baseball on the 4th of July between the Dry Creek Snakes and the Chicago Cubs. Baseball on MLB Network comes your baseball on MLB Network. Baseball on MLB Network comes your way next. Hundreds, 18 starts, 67 record, 3.69 ERA, 105 innings, 110 hits, 1.30 WHIP, 26 walks, 81 strikeouts. Fourth on the Saints for Martinez as he's playing the left field. There's no DH. Here we go. We're on your way from Wrigley Field, downtown Chicago. Here on the 4th of July. It's baseball on 4th of July between the Dry Creek Saints and the Chicago Cubs. So baseball on the 4th of July on MLB Network. And here comes third on the Saints for G-Man showing batting third today. As here we go, 2-1 count. That's a smack. Well, that's gonna get all the way to the wall. And they're gonna hold. Throwing it back to third while Ryan's not looking for it. So a double and a single. 16th double of the year for Choi. And all of a sudden, there's two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. That's a foul ball. Here we go. That's a ground ball. Fielded by as the cover athlete of MLB. They should 20 to throw it versus in time, but it's 1-0 Snakes here in the first inning. You're on. And Daniel Robertson. Here we go, runner at third, 1 out. That's a fly ball. It's close. They're gonna send the runner through to the plate. No, they're saying he went early. He went early. I just had to hit the L1 button. Middle of one. The score is 1-0 Snakes. Man, I think I hit the L1 button a little too early. Plates now, 18 starts, 6-6 record, 3.84 ERA, 105 and 1/3 innings, 95 hits, 1.35 WHIP, 47 walks, and 122 strikeouts. Okay, lefty versus lefty here for Rizzo. First baseman leading off today. That's foul ball. Shift is on to the right in the infield and outfield. By the way, this will be going up on Wednesday. But yeah, hopefully later today we'll get up some of Dash C Review Show series. I'm filming this Tuesday night, but because it's a shift right normal for the outfield, stream right normal for the infield. But yeah, by the way, there's 30 NBA teams. I don't know why I said 20. Just showed 20 teams. 10 from the Western Conference, 10 from the Eastern Conference, and obviously 8 made the playoffs from each. 16 teams made the playoffs total, but 8 from each conference. So here we go. Rizzo has 20 home runs. 1-2 count. That's all. Tapper bat the Snell. Here's the lefty, so it's turnaround throw to first. Got him. 1 down here in the first. And here's the starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs. Anthony Rizzo, David Bodie, Chris Bryant, Javier Baez, Wilson Contreras, Kyle Schwarber, Steven Sosa Jr., Albert Abora Jr., and Kyle Hendricks. 57 stolen bases, 6 in the NL. First on the Cubs for David Bodie for stolen bases. David Bodie. That's a ground ball. He's 54 speed and has 9 stolen bases. Throw to first. Got him. 2 down. Looks like Mike Thorne's on first base umpire. There's Bryant. 1 count. And that hits the bottom zone. Strike 2. And here's the umpire signed for today's game. Home plate umpire Kenny Jansen. First base umpire Mike Thorne. Center base umpire Rusty Valentine. And third base umpire Jerry Hillside. So you might get the low strike, home plate umpire Kenny Jansen, first base umpire Mike Fillmore, second base umpire Rusty Valentine, and third base umpire Jerry Hillstein. 1-2 down. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bryant strikes out. 1-2-3 to the Cubs. End of 1. The score is 1-0 Saints. Eddie Rosario. Hunter Renfroe. Foul ball, and he had to pinch hit 3-run homer yesterday. Yes, yesterday, not last night. In top of the 9th inning. That's a bullet, and that one between the legs of the umpire out there, Rusty Valentine, I believe. Or I know that's Rusty. I think that went through his legs. Thanks. 16 injury for Rosario. Runner at first, nobody out. That's a ground ball. Could be 2. The center for 1. Well played by Baez. But the throw back to first by, I believe, Russell. Here's Astudillo, 40 inning streak. Down at 295. OPS at 734. 2 home runs, 12 RBI for the Turtle. AKA one of Astudillo. After round, that could be 2. He's slow as a turtle. Throw to first, and that's a 5-4-3 double play. Middle of 2, the score remains 1-0 Snakes. First double play was that one where I accidentally hit the L1 button a little too early. I didn't do that on purpose. Say all you want, I accidentally hit the L. That's a ground ball. That's a in the center field for a base hit. And Rosario playing center field. He can play left field, center field, right field, or center base. Here's Baez, and here comes Contreras, 4th in the Cubs, 17 home runs, with about 7 games left. And that's a smack. Throw to second by the is not in time. 2 runners on, nobody out for the Cubs. Here comes Schwarber, 285 average, 5th on the Cubs. That's a foul ball, 2-2. Swing and a miss! Schwarber on that slider, swung and missed. Here's, and by the way, if this is posted on Wednesday, hopefully later today will be next episode on Dash See Really the Show series. And if I'm posting this Tuesday, if you're not watching it on Tuesday, next episode on Dash See Really the Show series tomorrow, and then hopefully Thursday, this could be tomorrow if you're watching this on Wednesday, or if I post it on Wednesday, or really both. Yeah, or both. Henry Dow on Thursday or tomorrow. Same day, just I'm not sure even if I post it on Tuesday, it's gonna be late, so I doubt anyone's gonna watch it. But yeah, basically Thursday next episode on Henry Dow or the show series. Last 4 days of the regular season for him. That's a ground ball. That's gonna be like no chance for 2. Throw to first, gone, and 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. Hit ties the really tying at third base, winning run, not winning run. Tying run at third base. A go-ahead run at second base. That's a ground ball back to G-Man Choi. And he kind of runs the wrong way accidentally, and then it's over. And the 2, the score remains 1-0 Snakes. You're watching baseball on the 4th of July. Here on MLB Network. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Here's Mike Zunino. Tall. That's a bullet! He completely hung that change of 110 miles per hour off the bat. Perfect. And luckily for Hendricks, that's not going to be a home run. But now here comes, whatever his name is, Snell. And it's 1-1 count, and he's going to square a bunt. That's all a tapper. Charges Baez. 21 speed got him. So probably sacrifice 4-3. Runner at center, 1 out. Bodie. I don't know why I said Baez. Baez at short. Not second. That's a ground ball to Bodie. Throw to first is in time. So 4-3 sacrifice and a 4-3 ground out. Runner at third, 2 outs for the Snakes. 33 speed, but really, it's only out the G-Man Choi. Double in the first. And I believe he scored. Yeah, he scored the only run for the Snakes. And he driven in the second run for the Snakes. As that is So he has 2 for 2 with a double, single, an RBI, and a run scored, and it's 2-0 Snakes. Here in the third inning. That's all Tapper. It's going to be hard. Oh, it's Hedges throw to first in time. Snakes get one more run. They're extending the lead to 2 at 2-0. Middle of 3 to score remain. The score is now 2-0 Snakes. Here comes Hendricks leading off the inning, so now obviously no bunting here. That's all Tapper. That was like a bunt. And Zanino muffed it! And with Hendricks speed 22 speed, not in time. That's an infield single. Here comes Rizzo with and he represents the tying run. That's a flying ball! Will that tie the game? It's really deep! And it's off the wall! Throw to second! Rizzo was toasted! He's slower than the pitcher. The pitcher, not the third, as Rosario could not get there. But then he basically had to ended up in his glove. I did it on purpose, but now there's a runner at third. 1 out, and that's a fair ball! Barely fair, and it won't hit the wall and get cut off. It's 2-1 with the time run at second base. So RBI double by Bodie is 11th double of the year, and it's 2-1. So that was about a foot fair, and it didn't hit the bat, didn't hit the sidewall, or it didn't get cut off. Bryant! It's Tarian, and the runner is sending tags. The third, throw to third is offline. But I think it was only safe anyways. Time run 90 feet away with 2 outs. And here comes the cover athlete, Javier Baez. That's a foul ball, 1-2 to the shortstop for the Cubs, Javier Baez, and also the cover athlete of this game playing right now, MLB The Show 20. Currently at the end show. Now we got 3-2 count. That's a foul ball actually. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball off a steal. It could have saved the run, but by the time he gets it, Baez is safe by a mile, and we're tied. 2-2. Score position is a single and an RBI for Baez. That's a ground ball. That's Choi. Throw to second. Got him. Barely. The Cubs get 2 runs on 4 hits. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. End of 3 scores. Snakes 2 and the Cubs 2. Here's Robertson. That's a bullet off of Hendricks, but right back to him. 1 down. That was a bullet right back to him. And now time called and he's limping. Drivelet apparently, says Matt Van Sturgeon, but looks like he's fine. And here comes Eddie. They sometimes call chant Eddie when he's on the Twins. This is a big situation. Here comes Eddie. Rosario smash one to the deepest part of the park. And it is gone! A home run! Eddie Rosario! A fight that ended that home run derby. 23rd of the year, and really, you can't really rob a home run because of the basket. A solo home run to the dead center field by Eddie Rosario. His 23rd of the year, and the Snakes retake the lead. It's 3-2 in the 4th. Rosario. And really, not really, because I mean you have to get over the basket. My goodness, perfect, 103 miles per hour. And the Saints retake the lead. That's a ground ball to Bodie. And good bounce back pitch, 2 down. As Rosario trying to get into that home run there, here comes the Turtle, who grounded a 5-4-3 double play earlier. That's a fly ball. Rosario, the left fielder Swarber makes the catch. Then a solo homer to dead center field by Eddie Rosario. He has given the Snakes a 3-2 lead after 3.5 innings of play. We're about to Ridley Field. Let's go on the field to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with
Yeah. I'm not gonna use it as this. Shift is on. That's a ground ball right into the shift. Throw to first. Got him. One down. Here comes Steven Sosa Jr. That's a ground ball. Hit the mound. Team Batha went low and throw to first in time. Well, I didn't know it was going to go up the middle, but it hit the side of the mound. And here comes Albert Amore Jr. That's a bullet in the right field for a base hit. Going for the 9-3. And not in time. Troy was on the band, but it was all too late. And it's a pitcher now. It's a go-ahead run, but it's going to be... That's a ground ball. Fielded by Choi. And he sets on the band, so after a 2-out single by the Cubs, nothing happens further. And the score is 3-2 Snakes. Mike Zanino. Swing and miss on the curveball. Last time it was basically over at say 4 inches, but here it's not. That's a ground ball over the head of Kendricks and in the center field for a base hit. So here comes the pitcher with a 4-3 sacrifice earlier. 2 for 2 in the game with 2 singles, and here comes the pitcher. 1-1 count. Here we go. On the sinker, he bunts. Is it fair? Yes, it is. And he throws it to Hendricks, covering the first pitch and 1 down. So he has 2 sacrifice bunts. Sacrifice 4-3 and then a sacrifice 3-1. So he's 0 for 0 with 2 sacrifice bunts. Here comes Martinez. That's Looper. It will get down. But both runners at 33 speed. And the runners that corner is 1 out. And here comes G-Man Choi. That's a ground ball. Will it end the inning? It's way too slow to get 2. No, it's dropped. But the umpire, Rusty Valentine, said it was in the transfer. Fielder's choice in the RBI, and it's 4-2 Snakes. Austin Meadows. That's a ground ball in the hole. Fielder cheers, jumped over in second, got him. But the Snakes did another run to extend their lead. Middle of 5 scores, 4-2 Snakes. Here's Brizzle, top of the order. 1-2-3 due out for the Cubs in bottom of the 5th, down by 2. That's a foul ball.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time.
That's a ground ball into the shift. Coming in. It's a long run as he's in short. I feel throw to first. Got him. 1 down. Here comes David Bounty. 1 for 2 with a double RBI and a run scored. That's a fly ball. Going back is Meadows. And he makes the catch. I forgot. Rosario replaced Renfro. That's who replaced. Now there's Bryant. And by the way, I will play the whole All-Star game or whoever. By the way, I don't like player not to die. That's a bullet. And it's right against the shift base. So that probably would have been the damp. But because that's the shift, no. That was against the shift. And the 5 is score remains 4-2 Snakes. Here comes Robertson. He replaced Gonzalez, and then I didn't. That's a ground ball to Bryant. Throw to first is in time. They usually have Gonzalez at shortstop and Sano at third, but their energy was low, so they were. Here's Rosario. Yeah, they put Daniel Robertson at shortstop, and then they have Acevedo at third. That's a ground ball. That won't be a homer. Could be a hit, maybe. Bodie threw to first. Got him. That's a 3-2 count to Brennan Lau. That is a bullet! 110 miles per hour, perfect. And runner at first, 2 outs. It's 4-2. And here comes the Turtle. 0 for 2 in the game. Can he make it up though? No, not yet. 2-2. He has about 3 speeds, so basically not in front of anything else. That's a little looper, and it is in there. As that red stuff, that means a die, but I'd rather not die. So 52 speed at second base, 3 speed at first. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Here comes Anino. That's a ground ball. Throw to first by the really rainbow, but it's still in time. The NL set the score remains 4-2 Snakes. No action in either bullpen, as I mean both hurlers been doing that decent. 3-1 count. That's a ground ball, and it's between the 3 and 4 hole. They're going for the 5-9-3, but didn't work. 3 for 3 in the game for Javier Baez. Here comes Contreras, represents the tying run. That's a looper, and it is caught by Meadows. 1 down. And way down. Now it's scoreboard and tie the game, but really you don't stay on base if you're the Cubs. You don't need a home run, as that's a foul ball. No action in either bullpen. Remember, the bullpens are in the stands in left center field and right center field. And that's a ground ball. The center for 1. They got the lead runner, and then it's not a double play. Scoreboard beats it out. Runner at first, 2 outs. Tying run at the plate still. And Steven Joseph Jr. That's a liner. It might be a run if it's not cut off. It is cut off. Close play at second, and it is not in time. A double in the tying run. Is in scoring position at second base. Sits double the year, and it should tie the game. That's a foul ball. Almora. He's a go-in run, but tying run at second base. That's a foul ball in the stands in right field. That's a looper. It walked it down. The tying runs around third, and it is cut off by Chuitroda. Zanino home, not in time. 4 in the 6th. Almora with a 2-run single, and the Cubs tied up. And Hayward will pinch it for whatever his name is. Hendricks is what is the no decision? They have Alec Mills warming up in the Cubs bullpen, understands in left center field. For the Snakes, well, they have Trevor May warming up in their bullpen under the stands in right center field. There's Hayward. That's a pop up on the infield, actually in short right center field, and it is caught by Lau. But thanks to a 2-run single by Albert Almora Jr., he has tied the game 4-4 after 6 innings of play. Both teams have 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. 9-1-2 due up for the Twins or the Snakes in the top of the 7th. And here comes Alec Mills. 50th appearance of the year, 5-1, 16 holds, 55 and a third, and it's 2.60 ERA, 62 strikeouts, and 26 walks. And what are you gonna do? I mean, Snell will pinch it for Snell. Then 254, 20 home runs, 42 RBIs. Trying to just spark off the bench. Maybe a bomb, maybe? That's a ground ball. Sniper! It's bobbled! But it's still not Snell, and the pinch hitter's retired 1 down. Top of the order now, Martinez. That's a ground ball, a little soft to the Bodie. Throw to first is in time. 2 up, 2 down, start the 7th inning. The Snakes, that's only 2 outs. Here's Choi, number 2 batter, with I believe Rosario's in the hole. That's a ground ball. Could be a hit, maybe. 17 speed, got him. 1-2-3, go. The Snakes, 7th stretch time here at Ridley Field in downtown Chicago on the 4th of July. Middle of 7, the score is 4-4. As it's Trevor Mays coming in, middle relief pitcher, 80 overall, down in the Twins via trade. 19th appearance of the year only, and it's almost the All-Star break. Facing the top of the order. That's the ground ball against the shift. Fielded by Astudillo. What a good play by Astudillo. One down. Good job, Turtle. That's the ground ball fielded by Joy. Ball hit his wrist and throw to first, not in time, and the go-ahead runs on base. Base hit. There's the score, and here comes Bryant. That's a smack pass. The middle infielders and the pitcher. 2 runners on, 1 out for the Cubs. The hit should give them the lead. Here comes Bias, 3 for 3 with 3 singles and an RBI. 2 runners on, 1 out. That's the ground ball. That could be 2. The center for 1. 70 speed for Bias. No, he beats it out by half a step. And now it's going to give Contreras a chance. Runs in the corners, 2 outs. That's a foul ball. 1 straight away from didn't have it for May. As both stars will be aligned no matter what happens. That's a pop, but it's jammed. Short right center field, and it is caught by Lowe. And the 7, and the score remains 4-4. Here comes Austin Meadows, but Rosario's on deck. That's the ground ball charging in his Bodie. Throw to first time. They have 10 hits, but they haven't got a hit since the Cubs tied in the 6th. That's only been 4 batters. As they have Rowan Witt warming up, center man, a righty warming up in the Cubs bullpen under the stands off center field. That's the ground ball then by Bodie. That's 5 straight 4-3 grounds for the Snakes. All 5 outs have been 4-3 grounds, so a lot of action for Bodie. Here comes Rosario, the 2 for 3 with homer, single, and RBI, and a run scored, and the RBI and the run scored on the home run. That's the ground ball. Can it be 6? Can't be 6 straight. And Sindel, he's 3 for 4 now, and the time runs on. As time 10:38,976. The Cubs, thank you for your support. As Margot has 76 speed. You could score a ball in the gap. There's 2 outs though, but maybe you didn't swipe a bad. Here comes Margot. Pinch run for Rosario, as maybe he can snap a bad, maybe. Maybe he can. It's a hit and run. It's right to Baez, and the inning's over. Middle of 8, the score remains 4-4. And Margot will take over, and he's a new center fielder. He's a center fielder actually, so that's his primary position. As May will stay in the game. And swing and a miss on the 12-6 curve below the zone. That's what a 12-6 curve does. That's a foul ball. Another breaking ball below the zone, but that's a smack. It's it out of the ballpark, and it is off the basket. Not a home run, but it's a. Either way, it sits in the park. Leadoff double for Schwarber, 17th of the year. And all of a sudden, here comes, I believe, Steven Joseph Jr. And just throwing out Taylor Rogers in the bullpen. In right center field, under the stands. That's a foul ball. 2-2. Down at the runner to third. Bare minimum. That's a ground ball to the wrong side. Throw to first, got him. So it's a ground ball to the left side, so the runner is not advanced. And now it's going to be Alberto Amaro Jr., 2 for 3, 2 singles and 2 RBIs. That's another ground to the same spot. And again, they can't get the runner over. Runner sent it 2 outs, so double and then 2 straight 6-3 ground outs. That's I thought that's Robertson. And Tipnis will pinch hit for the pitcher. The tying run set the not the winning run, the go-ahead run at center base. Swing and a miss, 1-2 to the pinch hitter. May trying to wiggle out of danger. No, he cannot! But the runner will be held as the throw by would have been close. Runners in the corners, 2 outs, but now it's going to be up top of the order, Anthony Rizzo. And here comes Rogers. Runners at the corners are responsible of whatever, of May. 37 appearance, 1-0, 20 for. He hasn't blown a save. This is not a save though. That's a ground ball, base hit, and the Cubs take their first lead. And that run is charged to May, so he's in line for the loss right now. As it's 5-4 Cubs. Wrong one. And that pitcher's ready and waiting, but they have. Why is he not the closer? That's not. But they have. Well, they actually have Timbrell, who's not the closer. The closer center is kind of low, so he's not. 1-2 count. That's a foul ball. So they have ready and waiting, and a righty warming up. That's a foul ball as he like punched at it. Wait, 1-2 count. That's a foul ball, too close to take. Is you know what the Kenny Jensen would call back there. That's a ground ball to Choi, and he sits on the bat. The Saints 1 run at a time, 2 to take the lead. End of 8 scores, 5-4 Cubs. It's 8-9. It's 7-8-9 due up for the Saints in the bottom third of their order, as they have Timbrell come in as he's 0 on the record. I don't know if he has actually a save. And here comes Astudillo. He's a 4-seam fastball, knuckle curve, and a changeup. That's a foul ball. It's really, if he can get on, they're going most likely, definitely, if it's 3 speed, they get a pinch runner out there. That's a pop up, so they don't have to worry about that. But it's caught by Bodie and shallow right center field. But remember, 1 swing to tie the game. Here comes Anino. It was 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. That's a ground ball, fielded by Bodie, and it's on up to a pinch hitter. Sano is no longer available, and they're not on the final out, but they're only down by 1. So who has the most count versus right? Hunter Renfroe has a lot, and you know Hunter Renfroe will pinch hit. As that, here we go. 2 out, nobody on, 1-1 count. Homer ties it. That's a ground ball, and it is it's in the right center field base hit as a pinch hitter keeps the game alive. 46 speed, as you might see a pinch runner. Well, first I am doing it just as my goodness. So there's 2 more players on the bench. As Joey Wendell. Down on final strike. That's a fly ball. That could end the game. Possibly. No, it's over his head. It's over his head. No, it's go ahead run. It's going to third. Not in time. 5-5. Martinez with a triple. First triple of the year, an RBI triple. My goodness. A single with a pinch hitter, and then he was pinch run for, and then he was, my goodness, Choi. As Martinez tripled the center, they're saying, right center, as the computer did that. I think you had to dive for that. Yeah, just out of his reach. Didn't go over the wall, but that would have been really unfortunate if it did, because he was definitely stormed. Remember, he's off for the crap at the bat. Here we go. Blown save now. May's off the hook. Swing and a miss. but then to a 2-out RBI, 2-out single by a pinch hitter, and then a 2-out RBI triple by the number 1 batter, Jose Martinez, tied the day, middle of 9 scores 5-5. And they have no one warming up in the bullpen. Looks like, but then I'll bring up Diego Castillo. Well, now, 33rd appearance of the year. Here we go, as the Cubs bullpen, they still have the guy ready and waiting, the righty. Here we go, 1 run can win it, as May's off the hook for the loss. That's a smash! It's off a Choi! Throw at the first, not in time. As they'll say it's an E3. Here comes Baez. That's a foul ball. He's 3 for 4, 3 singles, and I believe, I'm not sure how many I don't know. Here we go, winning run aboard. That's a ground ball, and it is in to right field. 2 runners on, 1 out. Here comes Contreras. And he's bunted. A casual play. Throw to first. It's over the head. And it's out of play. And the Cubs win. Bryant scores. That's the third baseman. Astudillo completely threw it into the camera well. Just to the left of the Snake's dugout, and the Cubs win 6-5. So they bunted over, trying to hit the winner on the third base. Astudillo completely showed, and the Cubs come back to win Game 2 of the series in a rubber match tomorrow. Same time, so it'll be July 5th. That's the difference. Because they have to lead. Bodie. I'm not sure now it's only an RBI I can charge because he was getting himself up, trying to hit the win run to third base, but then it was overthrown completely. And then either way, you get one base from where you're going. So Castillo gets the loss. Tim Monster gets the win after blowing the save. Both teams scored a run in the 9th. Snakes scored 1 in the first, 1 in the third, 4th and 5th, 1 in the 9th. 2-out single by pinch hitter, which I believe was what? But Hunter Renfroe pinch hit for, and then an RBI triple by Martinez. Baez 4 for 5 with an RBI. As that was a clutch hit by Martinez, but it was not meant to be. As I'll watch probably the highlight reel after this. I know all the All-Star Game. Next episode will be the Home Run Derby and or the All-Star Game. And probably if it's the All-Star Game, I'm definitely going to play the entire game, but most likely it's probably going to be thinking just probably maybe position player, but I think it's going to be Rogers and maybe Anderson. Definitely Rogers if he's first place. So we have a top 2 for closers is Rogers and Anderson. Okay, so I'm going to close the note for the next episode with the like button. Subscribe if you have yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 5 of the Striker Saints Relocation franchise series. See you in episode number 5, and eat a lot of bacon.